I'm sorry, Jack, this is getting beyond a joke now. 4 weeks, man. What are you playing at?
Pugsley, what are you playing at?
It's been 4 weeks now. It's becoming a bit of a joke.
Honestly, what is he playing at? This just shows his dedication to his channel. It's pathetic.
How the mighty have fallen. He can't even be bothered to upload.
That wasn't the cleverest of ideas, can I say? I've done some stupid stuff on YouTube, that's for sure. But by far, getting in the shower with your clothes on is definitely up there with the stupidity on this channel. But yeah, how's it going, guys? Jack Pugsley here, and welcome to the channel. Guys, today, before the video starts, I do quickly want to say, I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe. Obviously, what's going on in the world right now is just absolutely awful, so I hope you're all staying safe, staying at home. Yeah, because it's just absolutely awful what's going on right now. Also, even though they slated me, a big thank you to the lads in the video there. The links will be in the description, so make sure to go check them out, subscribe to them if you haven't already. So yeah, cheers lads. And if you can't tell from the title already, this video is a ranking video, one of them tier lists. Yeah, I know you've seen them, but yeah, here I am ranking all of the 2019 to 2020 championship away days in the championship, funny enough. And yeah, you could actually class me as a bit of an expert on this, as I've been to all 24 grounds in the championship. That wasn't a brag, by the way. I'm going to try and make this video, you know, try and not link to my personal experience going to these grounds. I'm going to try and make it so, you know, other championship fans can relate to this, because obviously people have different experiences with the result, the celebrations, limbs, etc. So I'm going to try and make it as neutral as possible for all you fans out there. In a way, you know, I've kind of got to link it to my personal experience, you know, the day out, the ground, limbs, you know, opposition fans, etc., our fans. So yeah, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try and make it as neutral as possible, but I've also got to link it to some of my experiences as well. It's personal preference, you know, don't be mad if you enjoyed Sheffield Wednesday and I didn't. I'm not saying I don't, by the way. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Ladies and gents, here we are, ranking championship away days tier. But quickly though, let me go through all the tiers, what we've got on here. So yeah, have a look. Okay, so here we are. We've got the best, and the best is literally the best. Literally, that's what the best is. If I elaborate on that, the best is the away day that you always look forward to. For example, you know, when a Premier League team comes down and you're buzzing to go to it. For me, that was definitely West Brom. I was buzzing to go to West Brom last season, even though we got robbed by Dwight Gale. And Dwight Gale, I'm going to admit it, still lives in my head rent free. But yeah, the best is just an away day that just can't be topped. I've got a couple of bests, can I say? I've got quite a few, the ones that are the best. Because this year, especially, or last year, should I say, if the season doesn't go on, the away days this year have been absolutely class so far. Definitely one of the best years for away days. Next, we've got a very good, again, it's not far off the best, but it's another away day that you really look forward to. A team that comes up, comes down, that you've probably never been to before, or you might have had past experiences of it being a very good away day. Again, I've got quite a few. A lot of them are going to be in that one, may I say. Well, not a lot of them, we've got quite a few in there. But yeah, look, very good is, again, very good. Next, we've got average, a bit like my channel.
Are you all my personal dreams?
Average away days, they're probably the ones that you don't go to out of all of these. The last one, never going back, you always end up going back. But average, you tend to not go back as much to this away ground. Because it's the atmosphere, something about it. It's just every year you're either losing every year, or the atmosphere, it's just got a really, really cold feeling to it. So yeah, that's average. Next, we've got poor day. It's a shocker. It's a ground that your team either always loses at, a ground where the atmosphere is just dead. You know, it's not a ground that you want to be going to. And lastly, never going back. This is, you always end up going back, should I say. You always do end up going back if you get the chance to, but this is one that is an absolute shocker. Every single thing about it is just absolutely awful. And I can say I have got a few in this category, so look forward to that. But yes, without further ado, let's cut the waffling now. Let's cut the cold showers. We're gonna get into the video finally. So firstly, we have Reading. Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm gonna get straight into it here. Out of all the away days, Reading is the one that I'm never going to go back to. No matter what, I am never ever going back to Reading in the JC Stadium, however you say it. I absolutely hate it. I think this, deep down, is to do with the experiences I've had at Reading. You know, I've never seen us win there. I've been 3 times now, and I've never seen us win there once. Pretty much every game they either get a last minute goal against us or they absolutely batter us on the field, something like that. And this season was an absolute tragedy. Here's Dawn on tour, he gave us a bit of insight about that. Absolutely awful, and not just that, they didn't make any noise all game. Their fans don't give you any atmosphere. It's a really dead ground. I do say that, but you know, the fans to the left, I've always sat to the right, but the fans to the left, they have started making a bit of noise over the last 2 years, but you can't really hear them. You know, it's a little bit fake in my opinion. So yeah, Reading, get yourself in there, my friend. Next up, Fulham. You could say this is a massive contrast actually. Fulham, in my opinion, is an amazing away day. But the only thing that lets it down is the neutral section. The neutral section, in my opinion, just brings it down a little bit. If it didn't have that neutral section, it would be in the best. Because, yeah, it would be the best, but it's going to have to go in very good. Yeah, Fulham, again, I love London away day, so it's definitely up there for me. But it's just the neutral section, it just brings it down. It's a London away day. I do love London away days. So, yeah, I'm going to put it in very good. Wow. Okay, so a massive contrast from Reading. We've got, in my personal opinion, the best away day in the Championship. Unfortunately, I didn't go this year. I went last year, and it's Millwall. Millwall, in my opinion, is the best away day by a country mile, and I mean that. You know, there might be some other away days that go in the best, but nothing can beat Millwall. The atmosphere, the Millwall fans are absolutely amazing. Obviously, I know they've got a bit of a reputation, but you know, the noise they're making there, the classic, you know, sound. It just really gives it a good feeling. It's like a proper away day. Obviously, I'm not getting into any scraps or anything like that with the Millwall fans, but you know, the way they make it feel, the way it is a Lion's Den. It's right, it is a Lion's Den. Obviously, it's called the Den. It is a Lion's Den, and you do feel a bit intimidated when you go in there. You know, it's such an amazing away day. In my opinion, the best. If Aston Villa was in this league, it would be between them two, but by far, Millwall, in my opinion, is the best away day. Okay, so I know I go on about how I love London away days and everything like that, but Queen's Park Rangers is just, it's just not very good, is it? I know I sound like an absolute idiot right now, but, you know, because I'm going on about how I love London away days, but QPR, I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't excite me. It might be because I've only sat up a tier. I've heard lower tiers meant to be a lot better, but something about it just doesn't excite me. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in average. If it wasn't a London away day, I'd probably give it a poor day. You know, the day around it probably makes it that touch better, but yeah, I think the thing that's saving it is a London away day. It has so much potential as well for a good away day. It's just been let down, unfortunately, but they can change it, they can reverse it. Reverse it, is that a word? Next up, we've got Stoke City. Like I said at the start of the video, a day or a game, should I say, you know, one that you always look forward to. Obviously, I've never been to Stoke before until last year, and yeah, Stoke in its own right, I'm just gonna tell you now, it's a very, very good away day in my opinion. It's very close to being one of the best, but yeah, it is a very, very good away day, very underrated as well. A good day out there. I got the train when I went this season and last season as well. So yeah, a very, very good away day in my opinion, and very, very close to being one of the best. The thing I like about it as well is the chants that Stoke sing, obviously the classic Delilah song when the players walk out and they go on Stoke. I really do like the old feel to Stoke. Obviously, they are one of the oldest clubs in world football. Sorry, not in world. Is it world football or English football? I'm not too sure. It's either us or them. They either started in 1863 or we started in it. Something stupid. We started in 1865, I believe, but there was something stupid that went on. But the old feel that the club's got is very, very good, and I do really, really like the feel of Stoke City. So yeah, like I said, they're very, very close to being in one of the best. But yeah, they can take very good for now. Next up, Preston North End. I don't know about this one. Obviously, I've been a couple of times, I believe, 2 or 3 times. And the thing that lets Preston down is the home atmosphere. They haven't really got much. Like, I can't really name you a section where it's loud and noisy. They haven't got that sector to it, but their away support is very, very good, should I say. It's just their home support isn't the best, and I think the only thing, the unpopular opinion by the way, I'm not a huge hater of the drums, and I think sometimes drums can bring the atmosphere up, and Preston, they need a drum, because if they didn't have that drum, I don't know where they'd be, because the atmosphere in that ground is pretty shocking. One thing that's good about it is that they give a massive allocation to the away fans. That's one thing that I do really like about it. If I had to put it somewhere, I'm going to put it in average. You know, it's got, you know, the capability to being very good potentially, but it's also got the capability to be in poor day. So I think we're just going to place it in average. Bristol City now. I've only been to Bristol City once, so I can't comment like I'm a connoisseur on it, like I am with the rest. But if I had to put it somewhere, I'm going to put it in average. You know, when I went, it was the first day of the season, so I think there was a big atmosphere. But you know, fans that have been back, they haven't. Well, Forest fans especially, like this season when we went and it was 0-0. I didn't go, unfortunately. Ryan Yates got a red card in the 30th minute, something. I think it was second half, something like that. But you know, it's just not a game that has much meaning and feeling to it, should I say? Because we've got no rival with Bristol City, nothing against them. I don't think they've got anything against us. I do know actually though that Andrew Vyman, Nottingham Forest have a mansion in that guy's head. We live rent free in that guy's head. Every time he plays, he tries to shush us. The guy was a Derby reject. Like I said, we've got a mansion up there, we've got a swimming pool, we've got windows, we've got everything in Andrew Vyman's head. It's just not an away day that I think many Forest fans look out for on the calendar. It's one of the relevant ones that you don't really think about. A bit like with the Preston North Ends, etc., Hull, etc. But yeah, it's an average away day, not much meaning, not much feeling to it at all. Next up, we've got Sheffield Wednesday, and this is again a very, very, very underrated away day. The allocation they give out as well. Obviously, before the virus came along, that was our first game actually. But then obviously the virus, you know, just called everything off. I was actually going to Sheffield Wednesday the day after, you know, Boris decided football was not. I think it was actually the EFL, etc., that just decided football was not on. I was really excited for this away day. It's been my third or fourth, I think it was my fourth time going here. It's a very good away day. The allocation they give is absolutely humongous as well for an away day. For a team that's sitting 15th in the league as well, you would not expect it. You think they need more home fans than, you know, away fans, but it's so close to going in the best. It has the capabilities to do so. But I'm gonna put it in very good, I think. Wigan Athletic, I'm gonna be totally honest, I'm putting it in poor day. It's not an away day that I enjoy, if I'm totally honest, at all. Their fans are, in my opinion, and I think a lot of Championship fans' opinions, or people that follow the Championship, their fans are the worst in the league by far. Away support's absolutely awful. Home support is just even worse. I don't know one Wigan champ. I know one champ from every club, but Wigan, I don't know any chance. Their support is really embarrassing, and their ground's not even that big either. It's something like 20,000. I don't think I've ever seen them fill out their capacity at all. So yeah, they're going in poor day. Not much explanation needed there. It's just awful support from Wigan, and yeah, poor day all round really. Derby County. Funny enough, I've been 3 times, and I've never seen us score there. Never seen us win there. So yeah, it's not a personal highlight going there. It is, you know, obviously it's Derby day. The train up there, the bus up there, the way you get there, it's always going to be a very good away day. It's got to be one of the best. You know, I think every Forest fan will agree. It's got to be up there. It's a class away day because it's our rivals. I think whoever your rivals are, even if you win, lose against them, the day itself is just one of the best in the league of football. In the whole days of playing people. So yeah. I think if they weren't our rivals, it wouldn't be a very good day. I'd probably put it down in poor day, or maybe even never going back. But because they are our rivals, because there's that such passionate hatred between the two clubs, it's got to go in the best. Even though I've had no good experiences going there, not even seen the score for God's sake. So yeah, only reason it's getting in there because of the rivalry really. Next up, we've got Blackburn Rovers. I'm gonna just put this in straight away. I'm gonna put this in average. It's an away day that, again, like Bristol City, like Preston, like all the ones in average that I never look at. I never look at the calendar and think, wow, Blackburn Rovers away. You know, the atmosphere in the Blackburn ground is not much better than Wigan's, if I'm totally honest. They've got that bit behind the where they shoot second half where it's okay. It's really nothing special. It has to go in average for me. And sometimes they even put you right in the corner. Obviously this year I didn't go. I went last year. But this year they put all the Forest fans right in the corner. You can't really even see the game, I believe. I watched Dawn Torsberg actually, and you couldn't really see much. He just wasn't very good. And when I went as well, it was a nice sunny day. Everything, it had the potential to be a really, really good away day, except Graben missing a penalty in the 4th minute. So yeah. Next up we've got Cardiff. This is, I'm picking between poor day and average, because I don't like Cardiff away. On the other hand, I'll get into Swansea in a bit, but Swansea is a decent away day. This just doesn't excite me. Cardiff is not, in my opinion, not a very good away day. So I'm gonna put it in poor day. I'm totally honest. I've thought about it in my head. I'm gonna go for poor day because it is a poor day. The atmosphere in the ground is not very good. Obviously, I went on a Tuesday night this year, and when I walked into the ground, I know it was a Tuesday night. I get that it was on Sky, but I walked in there and I felt like I was at an under-16s disco. Seriously, it is not very good. And I don't even think they sold out to their rivals as well, Swansea City. I don't think they sold out. I remember seeing, I think it was Reece Fisher's vlog, Swansea away day, check him out if you haven't already. You know, I remember looking at a side and it was 5 minutes into kickoff and it was just empty. And the atmosphere again isn't very good. The only thing I've seen them do is put up a Wales flag, put up the Welsh flag. That's really it. Start singing chants about England. That's really it. It's obviously I had a decent away day this year. It wasn't a bad away day, but every other time I've been, it's just not very good at all. Next up, Barnsley. A decent away day. They give you a massive allocation, and it's always a really nice walk to the ground as well. One negative about it though is the car park. You sit there, you sit about 6 hours to get out of it, so that's not the best. But other than that, it's a very good away day. They give you a massive allocation, and for not a big club as well, they're a very small club in my opinion as well. No hate to Barnsley, got nothing against them. They're quite a small club and they give you a massive allocation. Their ground's pretty decent as well, the Oakwell ground. So I'm actually going to put it in very good. It's a good atmosphere on the day as well, on its day, should I say. And yeah, I think allocation really does top it off as well. So yeah, Barnsley, you're going in very good. Cheers, guys. Right, guys, Birmingham City. I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm putting this in the best. It is a very good away day. Like it's in one of the best. It is very good, and I really do like Birmingham City as a club. I prefer Birmingham than Villa. I'm going to be brutally honest. I do like Birmingham City as a club. I feel like it's just got a really good feel about it, and I don't know what it is. It's just got a really good feel about it. Also, the keep right on chant as well, in my opinion, is by far the best chant in the league, and that's the best, like, you know what I mean, like when it comes to the start of the game, end of the game. It's the best sort of, you know, homecoming chant I think there is in the league. Middlesbrough, fun fact, I've only ever been once, and it was actually my first ever away day. So yeah, a lot of memories there. Robbie Earnshaw's free kick as well, what a beauty. But their atmosphere is, again, it's not much better than Wigan's, if I'm totally honest. So obviously for me, it's a brilliant one, but in general, that's what I've got to try and remember here. This is just in general. Obviously I've got to try and link it to personal preference, but in general as well, I'm gonna put it in average. It could be a poor day due to the fact that the atmosphere is one of the worst in the league, and it's in the middle of nowhere. It's really far from Nottingham especially as well. But yeah, it's going to go in average, I think. Next up, Hull. Yeah, it's a decent away day. I'm going to be honest there. I'm going to put it in average. It's not a bad away day at all. Obviously, you know, it's quite close as well. We had them on Boxing Day last season, I believe. Only this season, I believe. I didn't actually go this season, but obviously I went a year before and the year before as well. Yeah, it's a decent away day. It's not the best, not the worst. It's, yeah, just a decent average away day. Hull City is. Next, West Bromwich Albion. A very good away day. I've just told you there, very good away day. Underrated, I believe, as well. Their fans there, they're not the best. Obviously, you've got the fans to the left. I don't really hear, because every time I've been to West Brom for some reason, which is twice, I've always been on the right side. But the fans, when you're sitting there and you're looking down, they are absolutely awful. No noise at all, but they've got a bit of an ultras part to the left, which I don't really hear. But their atmosphere isn't the best. The away day in general, not too far from Nottingham as well. Decent away day, to be honest. Brentford, one of the best. You know, I'm going to be totally honest, I will really miss Griffin Park, and I wonder how Brentford fans feel, because I love it. I've only been twice, you know, it's a really good away day. I'm going to put it in one of the best. It is superb. And I really will miss, I can't speak this video, can I? I will really miss Griffin Park, and like I said, Brentford fans, I wonder how they're going to miss it. Their new ground as well does not look very nice at all. Obviously Twitter had their say in that, and I strongly agree with them. Their new ground does not look very nice at all. Obviously I know they've got to move because the ground is not big enough, but that's what I love about the ground. Such an old feeling to it as well. I really do like it. and it'll be sad when it goes. Charlton, only been once, back in the Henry Lansbury days when we used to wear that yellow, beautiful away shirt with the blue stripes on the collar. I'm going to put it in average. It's another London away day. It's similar to it's better than QPR, but similar to QPR. Not one that I really think about. I think it's because I've been in the League One for a while now. Obviously, I know they're in the Championship now, obviously. But yeah, it's an average away day for me. Been once. I can't comment massively. Again, like with Bristol City, I'm not a connoisseur on the Valley, but they've got a decent atmosphere. Obviously, this season I didn't go again, unfortunately. But their atmosphere, when I watched it on Sky, was really, really good. Really, really loud fans as well, by the looks of it, by the sound of it, should I say. So yeah, it's going to go in average. I've only been once. I can't comment massively on it. Swansea. So far, I think in my whole Forest fan life, this season when I went to the Liberty was my personal best away day. Meeting, the Swansea vloggers and the boys up there, they were all really nice, sound lads. Got on with them, and it was a really, really good way day. The bus up there was amazing as well. Got like a private bus. It was really, really good, and obviously the win as well. Alfred Semedo with that beautiful, beautiful sweaty goal. It was a really, really good day. But in general, thinking about it though, I'm gonna put it in very good. It's close to being the best. It's been no, you know what? I'm gonna put it in one of the best because I've kind of got to link it to my personal preference as well. So yeah, we've moved that to the best. It sneaks in there, but it's my personal favourite. And in a way, like I've said, it's about my personal preference, neutral, etc. But for me, when I think about it, Swansea, the Liberty Stadium is definitely one of the best for me personally as well. Nottingham Forest, can't really comment on this one, can I? Luton Town, yeah, I think everyone looked forward to going to this ground, and so did I. When I went, it didn't fail to disappoint me either. Walking through people's back gardens was very surreal. You don't expect it. You don't normally just walking through a nice neighbourhood in London, etc. But in London, in Luton, you're walking through back gardens. But I'm going to put it in very good. It's close to being one of the best due to the experience of it. But yeah, I'm going to put it in very good because it was a very good away day. Lastly guys, but not least, Leeds United. I'm going to be brutally honest, the best. If I can actually get it, the best, there we go. Oh, very good, there we go. The best. It's again, a really, really good away day. The atmosphere, in my opinion, Leeds fans are, without doubt, the best fans in the league. The home support is absolutely superb. Their away support is even better. I think they're not far off being the best fans. They might even be the best fans in England, in the UK. They are so good. They're so loud everywhere they go, even if they're losing. Although this year they were pretty quiet at the City Ground, but I think we scored quite early on. But still, normally they're always singing throughout the game. Yeah, the way they do is class. Their fans are superb. Again, not too far. The only problem with it is the price. It's £40 for an adult and about £35, so £30 for me. So that's the only downside to it. But again, it's not too far up the road from us. Yorkshire, isn't it? We're East Midlands. So yeah, like it says, the best, one of the best away days. So yeah, there we have it guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. Obviously the start was a bit of a skit. I hope you enjoyed that as well, just talking about how I've not uploaded in the past 4 weeks. I probably should have, obviously with the quarantine isolation, it's hard times. Everyone needs a bit of my content. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. If you have enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, turn post notifications on, share, etc. Everything you can. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Forest till I die. Cheers guys.